In the K-9 unit, we're more of a support unit. We go out and we help officers make better cases. We protect them, protect ourselves. People are inherently scared of dogs they don't know, so they're more likely to have a peaceful surrender instead of going into a confrontation with law enforcement. So they help us find drugs, they help us find people, they protect us, and they help us do a better job, and they're well worth the money that we put in and the city puts in to having these dogs. There was a study done where a dog team was basically put up against 5 officers to search a building. And they did this a couple of times. Well, the officers searching the building by themselves only did about a 60% job of finding the suspect in the building. You know, the dog team did 90% of the time that they find the guy in the building. So a dog has a much better sense of smell than we do, 44 times greater. That's the main reason we use them in law enforcement. We typically train to start off with a new dog 4 months, and that's the initial training, and then we train every week, 10 hours every week. So every Wednesday is our training day, and we do 10 hours a week working on basics of narcotic detection and patrol work, like tracking someone down, which would be a scenario of a suspect running from a car or a building of some sort. When we start a new dog, we start them with a handler, and typically that dog will stay with that handler to the end of the dog's career. Well, these dogs, you know, when we start them out, we kind of isolate them, so to speak, with the handler, so they create a bond with the handler. And like with any animal, it could be dangerous, and that's something you have to take into account, but we have a dangerous job. But these dogs, for the most part, they're very docile animals that are very intense at what they do. And they're very obedient. And we work very hard to have obedient animals so that we don't have dogs that people, you know, are deathly afraid of. But we do want them to have a healthy respect, that it may be something they don't want to mess with. If people want to donate money to the K-9 unit, they can make checks out and payable to the Greenville Police Department. We have a select K-9 fund that's used only for the dog program. And they can contact the police department, or they can mail those in to 4 McGee Street, the City of Greenville Police Department.